YouTuber SSSniperWolf just doxed another YouTuber called Jacksfilms, and these are both, you know, really popular YouTubers, but it's insane because a YouTuber doxing someone, that's like against terms of service, right? So we're gonna look into it because this channel with over 30 million subscribers should be, you know, punished by YouTube for doing something like this. This is insane. So click subscribe for more news like this because I was not expecting this to happen. So I will explain the context in a bit, but there's these two creators, Jacksfilms and SSSniperWolf. And so Jacksfilms posted on Twitter some of SSSniperWolf's Instagram stories where she was like, yo, should I go to his house? And then the next story to her over 5 million followers on Instagram, she posted this, which is the outside of his house. She went to Jacksfilms' house and showed the outside of it. That's doxing. Like, right? Is that not doxing? Define doxing. Search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet. That's exactly what it is. Going to someone's house, taking a picture of the outside of it, that's identifying information of something private, like a house address. So that is doxing in my opinion here. But then in another story, SSSniperWolf is calling this not doxing. She calls it defamation to insinuate that she's doing that. Accusing me of doxing is defamation. I have no idea how to dox. What? This sounds like someone who doesn't know what the heck doxing even means, because you can say this about anything. If I cut a piece of paper, right? If I split a piece of paper and I say, I don't even know how to cut, that's not cutting. Then what is it? It's quite literally slicing a paper. What? This doesn't make any sense to me. Now, since then, she's also posted a bunch of things like, this creep has been harassing me for months and plays victim when I threaten him. Like, what? You went to his house? What is going on? She also posted this video here going through the content saying something about a restraining order.
Should I get a restraining order? Sure,
he's made a bunch of videos about your stuff. That's a fact. But you know what he didn't do? Go to your house and post your house for everyone to see. Like what? If you take a picture of the outside of someone's house, that's identifying information. That's doxing. Yeah. So yeah, a YouTuber 30 million subscribers just doxed someone, and we're gonna talk about the context now. Let's go into context. So SSSniperWolf posts reaction content. If you go through all of her videos, pretty much all of them is just reacting to TikToks and stuff. And you can see the title. It's just a bunch of TikToks in a big montage going to like 10 minutes long to get the extra ad, I guess, right? Except these reactions, I would argue, are really low effort and don't really add anything to the original video. In fact, they mostly just summarize the whole video. That's all her reactions are, in my opinion. Okay, so you know, some people might enjoy it, but a big problem that I've seen with reaction content like this is that it's not really transformative, which is a requirement on YouTube. If you go into YouTube's, you know, fair use rules and stuff with copyright, it doesn't really transform the original content, and even worse, you know, a big majority of the time, what I've seen, SSSniperWolf does not credit the original owners of the video. So a lot of YouTubers have accused her of like just stealing content and reacting to stolen content. And I agree with that statement, right? And so Jacksfilms agreed with that statement too, so he made a second channel. This one's more of a meme. This whole channel started off as a meme where he would like overreact to her content, just in a satirical way. And then eventually there was a big response from SSSniperWolf, just a bunch of tweets and stuff. So then Jack started posting more videos, but instead he switched to bingo. He started live streaming like bingo sessions of reacting to her videos. And so the bingo cards would just be predicting her reactions, like no crediting the creators or saying bro, because a lot of her reactions and behaviors they feel very sort of fake, you know? And a lot of their behaviors get repeated. It's kind of weird to me. I don't know. And so the main issue here, of course, though, is that she does not credit a lot of the people that she's taking the content from. And so, I guess SSSniperWolf got mad and posted on Instagram asking if she should go to his house, and then she did it. So where do we go from here? She doxed him, dude. She doxed him. And so the YouTube community is freaking out about this because this is kind of massive news, right? It's a big creator doxing another big creator. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen from here. If YouTube actually does something, I think SSSniperWolf should get, you know, severely punished for this, if not terminated, because doxing is pretty serious. Like, let's look at another tweet. Like, Jacksfilms posted a bunch of tweets responding to this situation. You know, it's creepy, gross, violating, he said. But then there's also his wife, who brings up a good point. She said, I'm not a creator, but my husband is. Tonight, SSSniperWolf came to my house, posted it on her Instagram, and tried to instigate a confrontation. And so now she has to worry about what will happen to her, who's not a YouTuber. She's just a regular, you know, person, as she says, right? So there's a big YouTube star, you know, threatening a normal person. It's not just Jack who's affected, it's also her, right? And so this goes into a rule on YouTube called the Creator Responsibility Rule, which is basically a rule about, you know, off-platform behavior as well. As a YouTube creator, you should remain responsible both on and off the platform. So if a YouTuber does something bad on another platform, they can still be punished on YouTube for it. And something like doxing is definitely against YouTube terms of service. They would just terminate right away, and this is doxing. So she should be terminated. Like, I don't care about the stealing content and stuff now. I don't care about any of that. This is just doxing, right? Now, you could also argue that, hey, maybe this rule, this creative responsibility also applies to Jacksfilms, right? Now, this is a weird take that I've seen, and I do not agree with it. Basically, all the videos that Jacksfilms has made on her is stealing her content, but she's stealing content. So I don't think that rule really applies here for him. I disagree with that. Now, I'm very curious to see what YouTube will do, because look at this. This is a famous tweet from YouTube. Where does SSSniperWolf get her video ideas? From fans. Even though she doesn't, why did they promote her this year when all she's been doing for the last few years is just stealing content? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like what? What is going on? So YouTube seems to favor her for some reason, so it'll be disturbing if YouTube doesn't do anything about this, but I think this is a very severe, you know, infraction from her end, and I think she should be terminated. Like, that's doxing. Like, what? I didn't expect it to get to this. Like, I still have a video that I'm still working on editing right now about just reaction channels, and the SSSniperWolf Jacksfilms stuff was a big section of that video, and I'll still release it, I guess, but this is more pressing news, right? This is crazy. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Click subscribe and fly on.